the story, man.
Yeah, it was the biggest red flag was when she actually threw me and bent me over upside.
Whoa!
Oh my God! Welcome in, guys. What's up, YouTubeites? Welcome into another episode of Cover Price Weekly Top 10 for the week ending June 3rd. This is our first official June show. Special little treat here for you guys. We are lucky enough to be able to play and collaborate with DJ Skill Spins. So tonight, shout out to Jeremy Townsend if you're in the chat. He's the one that kind of pointed me in the direction of this amazing DJ who I think TiVo would have loved.
Mm-hmm.
So while you are congregating,
to my gear shift, I'm blasting, outlasting, kind of like Shaft, so you can say I'm shafting. Oh, English filled my mind, and I came up with a funky rhyme. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Break down. Break down. Break down. Break down. Break down.
oh my God, what do you guys think? Good addition, right?
I was ready to
Get
break.
the hell out of here.
That was amazing.
Get the hell out. That was freaking amazing, man. Wow.
That's just
Wow.
the beginning. That's just the beginning. We're bringing tons more. He's a big comic book fan, so we'll be able to bring in a bunch more of his stuff.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah, huge thank you to DJ Skill Spins. In the description, you'll have a link to his Instagram. Give him a follow. He's on YouTube, and he's to be part of our weekly shows now. Before we get started,
That's amazing. I mean, what such kindness for him to be able to incorporate himself into something like this. You know, I mean, he could be doing bigger and better things than coming on to a Tuesday night show or giving his talents to us. But man, that's amazing. What a nice act of kindness, man.
Yo, Marty, the song had me ready to like punch a hole through the wall, run through the wall. That's my jam, man. I was vibing backstage while that was playing. That's my style right there. That is the best of the best tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Much props.
Very, very cool. Let's just dive straight in, guys. If you're just hopping in, this is the weekly top 10 this week. Let's see, it's coming from Cover Price. So we're looking at aftermarket sales, most units sold, percentage growth, etc. Every week we have a runners up. Marty, what do we have this week?
Yeah, bringing it in with number runner up, Exquisite Corpses #1. Tuma Hill 2025, Fan Expo Dallas, Beachside Hobbies, Virgin Limited 300, Image May 2025. That's just the title, ladies and gentlemen. You know, that's just the beginning right there. This was an interesting drop for the very popular Exquisite Corpses. If you were not able to attend the 2025 Fan Expo Dallas, you still have a chance at getting this book. This was not a live drop at the event. Instead, Beachside Hobbies dropped this exclusive cover on Whatnot during the expo, and the book went crazy. Those who were looking to resell immediately lifted the cover on the aftermarket, which blew up even more. Fans loved Tinian and his new series. Fan also loved exclusive badass artwork. The perfect storm to land it on our top list this week. We tracked 16 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $80 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of 55 bones. There you go. Love it. First of all, sweet, beautiful. I don't know who Tuma Hill is. I've never seen. Is that a he or she?
Remember Zatanna? He did a really cool Zatanna book where like the bones were coming.
I probably have. Yeah. I just probably don't it's not a familiar name to me, but this is a gorgeous cover. I mean, really well done. One thing I love about this show, besides the fact that Laura and Lando are on it, is the fact that I learn these things too. Like as I come on the show, the guys at Cover Price do an amazing job researching all this information. And I tell you what, man, for me to come on and just, it's easy. Hey, look at this cover. There's go. Either on my wish list or buy it now, right?
there's so many good covers for this one too, and I feel like there's two that I'm hunting. I really want the Jay Lee. That's the one I want. And I want this Feta Shubina. What do you think, Lando?
Absolutely, but dude, Marty, I agree with you, and I love this cover. I love the book. I've been saying nothing but high praises since the release of Exquisite Corpses, but I know, guys, I know that the convention had so many exclusives. But what's amazing, man, is a book as such making the list. You got Chuma Hill, which I don't know if many people are familiar with, and if you do check out Chuma Hill's stuff, you guys might like this artist. I'm just looking at this, I'm loving this. Check out Chuma Hill's Instagram. Did a lot of cool things over on Instagram. Dude, literally, you see Green Lantern stuff, Superman stuff, Power Girl stuff. The artwork is amazing, and I love it. I absolutely love it. That is a huge plus for me. If you're not familiar with Chuma Hill, props to Chuma Hill making the list because, yeah, man, I think this is a great artist. It's stunning work. I think this is a beautiful cover.
Beautiful cover. Great use of colors. So many of it. I mean, very vibrant too. The only way I would only get this in a virgin variant. Nothing else. I think a trade would do this dishonors. Yeah.
Yep. I think I just fixed my mic too. Is that better?
Much better. Much.
She fixed it.
Okay.
Here, baby.
IT is here. It was in the background. Here, you want to see what's up? Say hi real quick. My tech guy was in the back. I had to touch the headphones.
Hey, yeah, she's like, and I'm like crawling over here like clicky, and I fixed it.
I fixed it.
That's always saving the day. Always saving the day.
Man, you've got to join the show one day. Having you and Laura side by side do a show with us one day, man. Sit on the whole time.
I've been asking, and Laura told me no, I'm not big enough, and I'm not a big enough.
You did that.
I was like, Laura, I'd like to be on the show at some point. She's like, yeah, I'll let you know.
I'll think about it.
There you go.
Go stream from the doghouse.
Oh man. Okay. Runner up this week, guys. Exquisite Corpses #1, Chuma Hill, the 2025 Fan Expo Dallas Beachside Hobbies Virgin variant, limited to 300 with a raw near mint coming in at $80 and a 7-day trend of 100%. What do we have, Lando, to officially kick off this week's list?
We've got the same title, but a different cover. Because at number 10, guys, we've got Exquisite Corpses, issue #1, the Ivan Tao 2025 Fan Expo Dallas Davis Rider Virgin, limited to 300, exclusive by Image. Now, we've been marveling at the fervor surrounding this book before it even dropped. Now, as numerous variants are hitting the market, we're doing it again. This variant from Ivan Tao is another severely limited Comic-Con variant, and collectors are having a hard time keeping up. That hasn't stopped some from scouring the internet until a palatable copy hits their cart. The rumor mill is already turning regarding an adaptation for the series, so it's no wonder these variants have been going gangbusters. We tracked 19 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $60 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $53. Now, I've said it.
Cool.
Laura, all of us were talking on Sunday. This is probably my favorite exclusive for the Exquisite Corpses that dropped over the weekend. There was a few of them that came out, but man, I think this one is just absolutely stunning. Ivan Tao, like the color pop. I know there's another one that was available with a different print count, if I'm not mistaken, that was kind of reverse and like gold or whatever, but this one is just gorgeous to look at. Great read. I know everyone's talking about the possibility of this getting optioned. Look, the rumors are going around, and there's literally absolutely nothing that even comes close to, news breaking where that is true, guys. But the way it's written for TV. It's written for.
It's inevitable, right?
Exactly. So yeah, I love this, man. I think out of the con, this is probably one of my favorite exclusives that came out.
What do you think, Marty?
Yeah, I mean, okay, first of all, Ivan Tao, my God, I fell in love with him with all his work that he does on Zenoscope. I'm an avid newsletter follower on Zenoscope, and he has amazing covers, and then he does things for Marvel's, DC, Dynamite, Image. I think he has a few of those, so I'm a huge follower of him. Trying to collect all of his arts of work is just absolutely insane. If you are a follower of Ivan Tao, I mean, I love this cover. This has to be one of my favorite covers of him. If you're a follower of him and you are a completist, good luck, because there are so many covers that he's done, and just I love his style. His style really resonates with me. It's very gothic. It's very morbid in a sense, almost emo dark in a way too. I just love this style about it, you know?
It's sick.
And he's a really nice guy too. So yeah, shout out to Ivan Tao. Guys, if you're just hopping in, you're just in time. Number 10, we have Exquisite Corpses. Number 1, Ivan Tao 2025 Fan Expo Dallas Davis Rider Virgin variant, limited to 300. Raw near mint coming in at a respectable $60 and a 7-day trend of 100%. All right. What do we have next, Marty?
Man, I love this cover. This is a funny cover. Mark Spears Monster number 4. Mark Spears 2025 Fan Expo Dallas Davis Rider Virgin Limited 200. Keen Spot Entertainment, May of 2025. This is little left to be said about the Mark Spears mania that has gripped the community since late last year. Actually, last year, October. It's a modern marvel seeing a creator burst into scenes and just take it over. That trend continues with this book, a severely limited variant for yet another major con. These have become an aftermarket mainstay and a small tease at what is coming down the monster pipeline. We track 7 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100%, with a high sale of $155 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $108. Once again, Mark Spears, you know, I mean, I love that he used a little bit of comedy in this, right? It's really fun. It's his typical, you know, you see his blue here. The Wolfman and Bela Lugosi's Dracula. I mean, I like that. I love that he put a little play into it.
Yeah. I think if ever you guys see me and Marty at a con together, this is probably what we would look like fighting over the last piece of pizza. But yeah, dude, I think it's a.
Hold on. So am I the Wolfman or are you the Wolfman?
You're totally Wolfman. You're totally Wolfman.
Like, I'm Wolfman. Oh, well, I see myself more of a vampire, man. I don't know.
Well, you know what? When we go back to the Halloween episode that we had last year, yeah, man, you dressed to kill, dude. So yeah, you definitely could pull off the Dracula better. But yeah, man, I think it's a great cover. Some people saying some things in the chat that kind of I can't unsee now, but it's still a stunning cover. The Mark Spears hype, though, Marty, as you were saying, since last year to now, it's just that I know people feel like, you know, some fatigue here and there. I've seen some people say that online, but I don't see it, guys. Look, this raw near mint is going for $155 from this con. And I think another thing we got to give credit to here, guys, is at number 10, we had the Ivan Tao, which was a Davis Rider exclusive. Number 9, Davis Rider again. So shout out to Davis because, yeah, 2 bangers back to back. Mark Spears with another banger of a cover. The Mark Spears Monsters train is not slowing down. And, you know, with every cover I see on FOC as weeks go by, it almost feels like his covers are just getting better and better.
You know, Lando, I have to comment because of the some of the few comments that are in the chat right here in reference to, I guess, something that they see that I guess I just noticed based off of the comments. So after I look at it, I notice it. I'm just thinking, okay, man.
Disregard it, guys. Don't ruin these things.
Disregard.
Number 9, Mark Spears Monsters. Number 4, we'll call it the reach around variant. Mark Spears, limited to 200, raw near mint, $155, 7-day trend of 100%. We're just cruising right along. What do we have for number 8?
Oh yeah, sorry. Number 8. Marvel Knights, The World to Come, number 1. The Joe Quesada surprise black and white variant here by Marvel, dropping this month. That's right. It hasn't released yet, and in fact, it's actually coming out tomorrow. But the Marvel Knights era is looked upon fondly, delivering numerous incredible stories and characters like the Sentry. The creative minds behind it are coming back with a vengeance 2 decades later with the event of the summer. The community loves a surprise, and they got that with this variant from Joe Quesada. It was enough to get this pre-release book onto our list and prime collectors to line up at their LCS tomorrow to secure a copy. We tracked 34 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 100% with a high sale of $40 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $33. Now, guys, I am going to share a little bit of information with you guys without trying to spoil anything. Sure, the surprise variant is the it seems to be the book that people are looking out for, but I think once everybody has the opportunity to read this tomorrow, I think the book is going to be highly sought out after. You're going to find out, and you're going to see actually the first appearance of T'Challa, well, of Black Panther's son. And let me tell you that the reveal at the end, it is, I think it's enough to get people wanting to pick this one up. I was relatively surprised by that, to be honest, but clearly the surprise variant is seeing a lot of love on the aftermarket right now. I'm excited to see Marvel Knights back after 20 years, guys. Those are always some amazing reads. If you're not familiar, I encourage everybody to go back to all those Marvel Knights titles from 20 years ago. But like I said, keep an eye out for tomorrow's issue. I really think once people read this, they're really going to want to pick this up.
Oh, look, man, we're so excited about it. That's a good sign.
Yeah, we've got Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest on this, man. So, and not to mention, they're talking about this is a future of the 616, right, universe.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at a big deal book here, not just a number one, not just future the book coming out Marvel Knights. You know, we're looking at maybe a possibly big deal here, and to have these guys like Joe Quesada and Christopher Priest on it, man, this might go somewhere. I'm kind of looking. I'm looking at the read. I'm looking at what they're talking about in the mainstream, and I'm thinking there's a possibility for this book to be a changeover for the 616 universe, man.
Guys, yeah, I'm being honest. I'm really trying to dance around it with the way I was speaking, but like, it is a very impressive book. Like, I'm gonna leave it at that. I just told you about, you're gonna see Black Panther's son. I think people will be talking after this one.
Very good. Yeah, and I agree with what Bash is saying here, that Marvel needs to have a good book, not just based on the covers, but a good story for people to start collecting and kind of get reinvigorated with the Marvel stuff. So maybe this will be the one. This will be the key. Number 8, Marvel Knights, The World to Come. Number 1, Joe Quesada surprise black and white variant. I'll have to ask Anthony if we got one. Raw near mint, $40, 7-day trend of 100%. All right, Marty, what do we have for 7?
Oh, man, I love this. The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 1, Ryan Ottley, 1-in-50 ratio. Image, May of 2025. The Spawn universe is ever expanding, and this book marks the newest edition. Well, sort of. Some may wonder who Shirley Johnson is. She was a young victim of Billy Kincaid, debuting in Spawn number 5 before disappearing from the title, obviously. But now she's back with her run, and the phenomenal Ryan Ottley utilized his talents for this 1-in-50 ratio. It is the highest ratio available and quickly shot up on the aftermarket, as this was not a title LCS we're breaking down the door to order 50 copies of. Add Oddly to the mix, and it's a quick way to get a lot of eyes on a new series. We tracked 12 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 4%, with a high sale of $130 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $99. And I just, first of all, I love the cover. I saw this on our list last week. And right after I realized that, man, how did I miss out on this one, man? Because I'm a huge fan of this. This is a wonderful universe. So I went and picked it up myself. So I'm looking forward to getting that, hopefully, in one of these boxes I just got in the mail. So let's see.
Yeah, I picked myself up the McFarlane one, dude. I love the McFarlane cover. I just thought it was absolutely amazing. But dude, every week we're seeing Ryan Otley.
Yeah, man, we are.
That's true.
I'm so happy to see that for him because, man, Ryan Otley is just amazing, dude. The amount of stuff he's done is just like untouchable. And this cover is definitely wonderful. Yes, the ratio is seeing a lot of premium, but for myself, like I said, man, I was really happy to just score that McFarlane cover.
Oh man, I'm so jealous, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was available at cover price, man. It was
the Jonathan Glapian one too. Oh my god, that is a freaky one. If you haven't seen that one yet,
yeah, Mark, you didn't get the McFarlane.
No, I just got the A one, man. I just got the regular.
Hey, you know what, man? Hit me up if you have a hard time coming across one. I'll take care of you, dude.
Good looking out, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Always.
Nice. Thank you.
So sweet. Look at the love on this panel.
No, huge fan, man, of McFarlane. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to see this kind of come to fruition. I remember it being brought up weeks back when we were talking about how it was going to happen. But yeah, very cool. I'm not surprised. The Spawn following is strong. So you pair that up with Otley and you're good to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 7, The Curse of Shirley Johnson, number 1. The Ryan Otley 1 in 50. A raw near mint coming in at almost triple that, 130 with a 7-day trend of 4%. And it wasn't a bad read, according to Liger. So that's good.
Liger on top of it, as always.
Got the Todd variant in the black and white. Okay.
Yeah, dude. Good job.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. What do we have for 6?
Well, at number 6, here's a book that got a little people excited when they saw the release of this character because Miles Morales Spider-Man issue 33, The Torn Clark by Marvel, that just came out in May 2025. Now, while mainline Spider-Man continues to top charts and drive the market, Miles Morales, guys, is still a draw, whether you like it or not. Check out this book featuring the first appearance and cover of Powerlift, a new villain in Miles' world. It also features the first appearance of Philomelus and Pyra, the demigod of Earth and the demigoddess of Water, respectively. That's numerous first appearances to secure, all for a relatively low entry point. No wonder collectors were after it in a big way last week, because we tracked 28 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 6%, with a high sale of $20 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $15. And yeah, I saw some shops completely sleep on this particular cover because the Torn Clark one was the one to get when it comes to this book. You have the first cover appearance, obviously, of Powerlift. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. Oh, here we go, another useless first appearance. I actually thought the book was great. The Miles run is really good. I know that, like, here I could see Todd here in the chat saying that Miles is the Spidey my kids like, and that is a solid point because so do mine. And a lot of the younger kids, I think, might be saying that they grew up with Miles as their Spider-Man because he's really at the forefront of many things kid related, including the cartoon Spidey and his amazing friends or whatever. But besides that, when it comes to this particular issue, the character doesn't come into full form until the end of this book, like literally in the last page. And now it's available for a second print. I think it just passed over on FOC yesterday, so you had the opportunity to pick that up if you missed this one. But yeah, it was a great read. I think the character is pretty cool. So are the other ones. Looking forward to seeing more about them. But yeah, this is amazing. It's already a $20 book, guys. Already, man. Who said new comics are dead? I'm going to keep calling you out weekly.
Exactly. Marty, anything to add?
Yeah, listen, Miles Morales is not going anywhere, okay, despite what anybody thinks, and he's proved it numerous and numerous times. He is definitely this young generation's Spider-Man, as for my generation, Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man, was for mine. And so with this type of Spider-Man, a new Spider-Man for this generation, you're going to see new villains. And new villains are going to have to evolve, and you get some kind of, wonky ones like Powerlift and things like that. But that's regardless. That's still a first appearance of the character. I mean, look at the Amazing Spider-Man back in the day. You got Rhino and a Lizard Man and a Green Goblin. I mean, sure, I'm sure those were wonky back in the days too, but look what they've evolved to nowadays. I mean, look how much these first appearances are nowadays for that. So fast forward right into time, we have Miles Morales, and Miles Morales along comes comes the Spider-Verse, and comes many of these different villains now. So, if I get it, if you're a traditionalist, you're not going to like things like that. But then that's not for you. But if you're coming up into the comic, if you're young, this is up your alley. This is what's going to bring you into the hobby. This is what you're going to love. This is what you're going to relate to, And then you're going to look at the characters like Amazing Spider-Man Peter Parker as the grandfather and nothing more, while you have, Miles Morales out there as a new Spider-Man. And that's me off my smoke. There you go.
I'm with Gabe on this. Give it 3 months. I don't see this holding. But that's just my opinion.
I don't disagree, but all this to say, still a fun read and pretty cool character. So
yeah, that part of it's cool. All right, number 6, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 33, the Torrin Clark variant, raw near mint at $20, but a 7-day trend of 6%. We are halfway there, folks. So make sure if you haven't already, please sub the channel. We have Lando hosting the Shakers every Thursday, and that's a really fun list. A lot of variety there. So make sure you support the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you're having fun. Even if you're not, give us a thumbs up either way. What do we have for number 5?
Oh man, this one's and I love seeing this one, man, and I love these covers with animals, especially dogs on them too. So number 5 brings you Superman: A Friendship Unleashed. Number 1, Travis Mercer and Andrew Dalehouse. Milkbone giveaway, DC, April 2025. We all know the comic community loves a good mail-away giveaway book. That was reinforced with this book, one that could only be secured by buying a small box of Milkbone dog treats. It quickly sold out before word made it to the mainstream, and collectors have been paying up big time to secure a copy in the aftermath. Part of that is the focus on Superman and Krypto, both of which appears to be heavily focused upon in the upcoming Superman film. Go figure. Another part is that nostalgia kick off the days gone by of sweet mail-away gifts and reward collectors have coveted for decades. It's all fun in the end, but some collectors are willing to pay up to join in. We tracked 41 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 2% and a high sale of $100 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $51. Still attainable, Lando, I think you picked this a couple copy of these bad boys up, didn't you?
yeah, I see David Lepage in the chat saying that they don't ship to Canada, and he is right. But you got to make friends in the States, and that's what I did with these fine fellows right here.
And I want one of those too, man.
Yeah, no. But again, I got to shout out to Travis and my buddy Love for Comics for definitely securing some copies for me. But this was a no-brainer, guys. I mean, it came. Look, you got 2 people happy. You, the comic collector, and you can feed your dog a bone, man. So there you go.
Man, everybody's that's happy. Cool.
but
I love it, man. I love this.
Yeah, but besides that, guys, I'm curious to see how many 9.8 copies are going to hit the aftermarket relatively soon, because I imagine those who pick this up, we're going to be sending them in, but I've heard nothing but horror stories with the shipping so far. Like, this was just in a box, not bagged, not boarded. Obviously, they're not comic collectors, guys. They're not going to take care of books. They're not going to take care of books the way we do. So
man.
Yeah. So,
dude, just take it for what it is, man. If you happen to get a high grade after this has been in a bunch of milk bones and stuff like that, I mean, good for you, man. But this is what it is, man. It's just a nice, cute little gimmicky book that nice to have with Superman for the upcoming movie coming up. So it's nice to have. Yeah,
but
man.
Marty, I said it last week, man. There was actually a restock that took place, and I had dropped the link in our chat. But yeah, man, I hope everybody got an opportunity on that second wind, because since then I haven't seen anything. And
Weed Richards is saying they were on sale today.
Oh, there you go. There's your third drop, I guess, because
there you go, man. I guess I'm gonna have to go on eBay right after this bad boy. And if you actually go on,
don't go on eBay. Go on the Milkbone website.
Yeah,
the Milkbone website. Oh, very nice. Okay.
Well, it looks like they keep like restocking every now and then and putting some up. So if that's the case, guys, like keep an eye out. Just hit refresh daily, man. Don't spend $100.
This is cute, but I told you guys at the very beginning, if I'm going to go and look for a Krypto book, I'm going for the, I just completely blanked, Alex Ross.
Yes, I was going to say Alex Ross too, because that one's stunning.
That's the one that I actually have a couple, and that's going to always be my Krypto book from me. But this is cute. I like the marketing behind it. So So yeah, nothing but love to Milkbone. Very clever to do this.
I'm looking at the Milkbone cover right now, and it has Krypto on the front with the Superman logo right on. It's a very cute cover. So yeah, man.
You've got dogs. Feed the dogs. Just buy it for the dogs.
They're in stock right now, guys. So there you go.
I'm actually ordering as we talk right now online, man, as we're doing this.
$6 they're selling for on the site, but people are flipping them for $100. That's crazy.
But if you see, I have Chewy, and I don't sponsor them in any way, but it's like only like $3 on there, man. So
everyone's saying they're currently available. Marty, add a second one for me. Thank you.
Dude, I'm adding like 6 of them on there.
It always blows my mind that people never like take the time to go to the source instead of buying like something. They just immediately go to eBay. That's it. They don't think, okay, maybe if I go to the shop, I'll be able to find it cheaper. I see people buying Bird City exclusives all the time for like triple what we have them on the site for, but they just don't do the research. So before you pay the eBay prices, check with the source, guys. Always check with the source.
Always. This is amazing. I ordered like 6 of these bad boys, and I'm giving it as presents to friends now.
Bro, those dogs are gonna be snoring hard.
Oh man.
Number 5, Superman: A Friendship Unleashed. Number 1, the Travis Mercer and Andrew Dollhouse Milkbone giveaway. Top sale raw near mint $100, 7-day trend 2%. Pay attention to our chat, people. It is live on the Milkbone site right now for $6. So head over there. What do we have for number 4?
Guys, at number 4, we've got Web of Spider-Man Volume 1, issue 36 by Marvel. We're taking this one back to March of 1988. Despite being the first appearance of Tombstone, this book didn't get a ton of love until recently. It's been spotlighted in the industry as a spec book for the Spider-Man Noir series, surprisingly, guys. And new rumors have sprung up that Tombstone may be a central villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Currently, it's all conjecture, but that hasn't stopped fans from securing this under the radar and relatively cheap key. We tracked 22 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 55%, with a high sale of $125 for a CGC 96 raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $22. Now, the book's been cheap for the longest time. I know that spec is currently driving this a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, even look, in a CGC 98 at 125, it ain't too shabby, guys. Like, I think everybody's talked about multiple characters apparently appearing in the next Spider-Man Brand New Day. Like, every day that I open Instagram, it's someone new. It's Tombstone. Yeah. Tomorrow it's going to be Scorpion. The day after that, it's Rhino. The day after that, it's Mr. Negative. The day after that, it's Marty. Literally.
Yeah, I'm always there.
Yeah, man, you better be in the movie. But it's crazy because the rumor mill has been absolutely insane regarding the movie. But buy with caution. I think regardless, it's still a cool book to have in your collection. I love collecting anything Spider-Man related and all Spider-Man villains. I have this book in my collection, so I think it's real cool to have in your collection if you're a fan. Now, Tombstone has been seen throughout many different medias, whether it be video games, cartoons, and all that jazz. So for myself, like I said, I think it's a cool book to have.
I have the entire run of Web of Spider-Man, and I'm not flexing it in any way, of course, but
I see those guns.
No, I actually have this book. It's just part of the run. I have the entire collection of the Web of Spider-Man, and so, but just like what you're saying, to echo what you were saying, Lando. He's a minor character. We see him here and there in small minor roles, but that is what it is. I mean, it's interesting just to see how this will go up based off of speculation. I like to see where this goes, but I think, like you, I agree. I don't think it's really going to hold a lot of value. I think the highest it's going to see is during the highlight of its speculation when something gets closer to it. But if nothing does, it's going to go back down again. But we see this trend all the time. Everybody sees it. It's a familiar sight.
It's funny. I always like watching this type of stuff when you see like these, like what Gabe was saying, D-list characters that just shoot up purely based on rumor. There's nothing solid here. In the meantime, the chat is just ordering up those milk bones. So well done, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I have no stake in milk bones or anything like that, so don't blame me.
Well, damn, Marty, now they know that you're the spokesperson. Now they know that there was
I'm the milk bone spokesperson. Yeah.
Leah gets an extra box for every box purchased.
Yeah. Click on my link. I get a kickback for every time you order a milk bone.
We went from pizza to milk bones. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here.
Number 4, Web of Spider-Man number 36. There's almost 100 of you hanging out with us tonight. So thank you for being here. I know, it's kind of cool on a Tuesday night. So make sure you stick around to the very end. At the beginning, I introduced you guys to our new DJ Skill Spins. And at the very end, I'll play his song again, just so you guys got to get a feel for him. So don't go anywhere. But yeah, number 4, Web of Spider-Man number 36, a CGC 9.8 coming in at $125. Yeah, 7-day trend, 55%. Is Marty's new nickname Milkbone?
Oh, geez. I can't look at him serious.
You can't look at me serious.
What's up, Milkbone?
What's up, Milkbone? What's up, dog?
Biscuit. I think that's cute too. We'll call you Biscuit.
Don't call the man a biscuit. I don't know, man.
All right, let's keep going because I'm excited about this. We were talking
you said Milkbone Marty.
Milkbone Marty or Biscuit Marty? We were talking about Mark Spears and his rise to fame, but I think this artist is on that same trajectory.
Yes.
We have 3.
Yes.
Marty.
Number 3. Yeah. You good?
Yeah, no, I'm just loving the cover. Keep it going.
Oh yeah. Pinupocalypse, number 3.
Nailed it.
Svetsa Subina, 1 in 25, massive May 2025. Svetsa Subina was knocking it out of the park last week with another 1 in 25 variant featuring a lovely lady. This book was rocking on the aftermarket. Pinupocalypse has been crushing it on the aftermarket with its limited variants. And this book is no expectation. Exception. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I deserve it.
Erflinger, Bert Herngreif, Irv Hermlinger, Bing Livehanger, Liveling, Bert Herkern, Bingo Lingfucker.
You haven't gotten one in a while, but you earned it, man.
I did. I admit it. I did. I earned that one. But I have to say, on my defense, it's because you guys got me giggling in the beginning, and I couldn't keep my composure. Okay. So I have to blame you guys partly. Yeah, okay.
Our fault.
All right. Pinupocalypse has been crushing it on the aftermarket with its limited variants, and this book is no exception. It's capitalizing on a trend that has surged in popularity lately, featuring buxom ladies with a bright, clashing background cover. It was enough to put a collector on notice, and they've been playing catch-up since. We tracked 7 copies sold as the 7. I'm about to laugh my ass off in a second. Growth trend of 31% with a high sale of $170 for a near mint raw copy, and a current raw near mint fair market value of $146. Now, $146, wow, is still attainable. You're talking for a raw near mint, $172 at the high, but I'm sure you can probably catch you a deal below that. But this is amazing. Purple background cover. It has a very authentic pin-up girl calendar type, that really resonates with, I think, all collectors, and this is just a very well done, beautiful piece of artwork. And I can definitely see this going up higher than 170 eventually, but maybe topping out no more than that. So,
I mean, everything she touches is gold. Everything. All of her covers are doing so well. What do you think, Lando?
I'm still trying to gather myself. I'm gonna be honest.
Because I'm Marty.
I was in tears, man. But I wish you guys could see what we see at the bottom. You just see Marty with the giggles. But speaking of Pinupocalypse, you and I were actually talking over the weekend, and I gave credit to you guys because It was via Bird City that I actually learned about Sveta Shubina, and I just love the work. And that's one thing that is a huge plus when it comes to exclusives. Learning about such artists, a lot of up and coming artists or etc. looking for work, and Shubina's work is just absolutely amazing. Since like literally the first cover that I saw via Bird City, everything like Laura was just saying has been banger after banger after banger and doing so well on the aftermarket. I don't think Shubina's going anywhere, guys. I really don't think Shubina's going anywhere. I think a lot of people flock to this because it's just stunning art, and we're still in the earlier stages of Shubina doing some bigger work. So I think this is definitely good times to pick up. It is very impressive to see a raw near mint at 170 for a 1 in 25. Like, this has gone significantly high, and with good reason. I think it's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm with you on all fronts. Sveta is very, very cool. She's a very nice traditional artist. She knocks out this stuff so fast too. Even just her sketch work. When they send me the sketches for when we used her for Pop Kill, her sketches look like they could just be covers. I'm like, okay, is this done? And they're like, oh no, she's not even close to being done. But it looked so good just at that very early process. So I think there's potential here for her to be the next Mark Spears. The people that anything that comes out of her is people just go racing for it. So shout out to
I went for lunch today at work, and it was like an old school diner feel inside there, man. And I feel like such covers would just like stand out over there. You know what I mean? Like these covers are just such a vibe. I love them.
She does a lot of prints too. So if you guys go to her site, she does a lot of prints that aren't offered as, comic covers. So a lot of artwork of hers to be collected. She's in the Ukraine, so she has a con presence via her manager, but you can get her stuff at most of the cons. And yeah, hopefully this trend keeps going. But on that note, Pinupocalypse number 3, Sveta Shubina 1 in 25 with a raw near mint at $170. 7-day trend 31%. Let's keep the Sveta love going, shall we?
No, absolutely. I'll keep it going all night because up next at number 2, we've got Detective Kaiju number 1. This is the Sveta Shubina 1 in 25 by Massive, and it just came out in May of 2025. Limited variants featuring scantily clad ladies are all the rage these days. Add a kaiju in the mix, and hot dang, the aftermarket is cooking. This 1 in 25 ratio by Sveta Shubina immediately grabbed the attention of the aftermarket, diverting it to this fresh new series. It was the highest ratio available for this book, which likely put it on the radar of collectors of the rare. As the greater aftermarket got a hold of it, sales continued to rise. We tracked 6 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 92%, with a high sale of $250 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $227. Who would have ever even thought of Detective Kaiju until they saw this cover? Let's be honest.
No, right? I would have never. No, absolutely.
And that's the power of such a stunning cover, whether we like to admit that or not, guys. I think Sveta did an amazing job again with this one. If I'm not mistaken, Laura, I don't remember if you were on the panel or not, but I feel like you guys spoke about this, you and the girls.
So a lot of stores didn't get their copies, or if they did, they came damaged. That's from kind of like what I've been hearing. So I was under the impression that we did not get one, but we did. Anthony showed us me the other day. He's like, do you want this? It's like the only one we have. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. And hell yeah. Hang on to that bad boy.
Yeah, it's really, really good. The coloring's perfect. Everything about this book. I like that it's kind of Bird City colors too,
Oh yeah.
Kind of works. Yeah. But
so wait, Laura. Wait. So with this cover up right here, give us a come to me.
Oh no.
Come on, let's do it. We need an update. There we go.
All right, hold on. I gotta get ready.
There we go.
Come to me. I've been waiting.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
That's the clip right there.
Nailed
That's
it.
the clip
Nailed it.
that is going to be clipped and played multiple. It's gonna go viral.
It's funny because
you nailed it, Laura. You nailed it.
Thank you.
You
Got
nailed it.
People loved it when I would do that, just so you guys know. It was always something we said in the background.
Flip that bad boy. Exactly.
Number
Great
2,
job.
Kaiju. Number 1, thank you. It's better Shubina, 1 in 25, and that's the voice you have to hear whenever you see this now. Top sale raw near mint, $250. 7-day trend. Gabe, 92%. Oh my gosh.
Hey, we're covering all things aftermarket, it seems.
There you go. There you Absolutely.
Last but not least, what are we ending this week's top 10? What hit number 1?
Man, we are back to Exquisite Corpses number 1, Michael Walsh, Secret Foil, Image, May of 2025. Name something more synonymous with success in this day and age that the combination of James Tynion, a new series, and a 6 secret foil cover. Once again, Tynion and his team appear to have struck gold, with cover A for this book quickly selling out at LCSs and online before hitting the aftermarket with a vengeance. The fervor has been focused mostly on this version. However, as a secret foil variant gets collectors in a tizzy, market value has skyrocketed as collectors snap up copies as quickly as they're listed. We tracked 8 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 32%, with a high sale of $126 for a near mint raw copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $89. So I ordered this one if you want to put me on screen real quick.
Oh,
Lando.
Got
So
it.
Lando, I got this one.
Hell yeah.
Okay. But I also got this one too.
And that, yeah, dude, the polybag trading cards. You're gonna love
Yeah.
this.
So
Crack it open, man. Crack it open.
I will. And so I just got that. I haven't got a chance to read any of that stuff yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it. But this is not the secret foil, but I'm talking, this is just the A cover, right? And
Marty,
so
did you notice how big the book is? It's like 90 something pages.
yes, it is. It absolutely is. Yeah, it's a thick book too.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to reading it, because if it's anything like you explain how it was, it's definitely, if it's movie quality, and not to mention the some of the variants that came out for the Dallas Fan Expo. Man, beautiful covers too.
Yeah, the Expo definitely had multiple nice covers, but guys, I know that the secret foil is definitely getting some love, but it's only a matter of time before, this does end up possibly getting love elsewhere. Maybe this does get picked up. It feels like it's written directly for television, and even when reading this book, man, I couldn't help to think to myself, like, man, I hope I ordered more than just a cover A, and I did, thank God. In fact, I actually came across an ash can in the wild, dude, for like cover price. That was amazing. I couldn't believe that. Now the ash can's seeing some premium. It's well over like 100 Canadian, because that's what I was seeing on my neck of the woods. But it's just a wonderful book. Tynion doing another banger of a series here. I hope we don't see big delays in between issues. And I'm fully on board with Exquisite Corpses. So yeah, love it.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. That was the last book of the night. Exquisite Corpses number 1, Michael Welsh, The Secret Foil, with a top raw near mint coming in at $126 and a 7-day trend of 32%. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Right after this, the girls and I will be doing the runners up. So if you didn't do well on this one, maybe you'll do better with 12 through 20. So follow us over to that afterwards. But before we go, Lando, your show this last Sunday, I was talking about this before we started, was one of the most fun experiences I've had live in a long time. So if you guys are not following Black Crown Comics on YouTube, if you're not subbed to that channel, you are missing out. It was so raw and honest and really good conversation. We had Marty and Gabe there. It was great.
Yeah, the whole crew was there. Chris was there as well. It was nice to have these conversations with you guys. Having raw, hard talks regarding the hobby and things, that take place within the hobby, I think are very important, whether we want to hear these things or not. these are facts. These are things that do take place within the hobby. But besides that, we went through FOC. We went through some aftermarket sales. We had a good time. Laura being there, thank you. We get to hang out twice this week, which is very rare. And and Marty being there, everybody, Gabe, it was just a good time. And I think it was only the beginning of maybe something else that might pop up down the road, man. I think it was just the start.
It was the start of something, Lando. It was the start. I can feel it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know what? I personally feel like that episode, even us as a crew, like we've been rocking together. You guys have been rocking for years. We've been rocking for almost the 1 year, since I grew, joined you guys. And like, I really felt like that really brought us together. You know what I mean? Like we really had hardcore conversations there, and it was a good time, man. It was a good time. But
very
besides that, I want to thank the chat for showing up live. Like Laura said, we almost hit 100 people. 100 people.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So a shout out to all of you for joining us. We do this. We love coming here, showing up for all of you. And yeah, man, we hope you enjoyed the list. Don't forget Thursday night, we are going to bring you the Shakers. That's what's up. Shakers, baby. So keep an eye out for Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Take it away, Marty.
Take it away, Marty. No, just to echo what you said, man. I mean, Sunday's show was amazing. I had a great time on there, and it was just nice to talk unfiltered, if you will, because there, we want to be respectful, but we also enjoy having our own opinions too about certain things, and sometimes we don't always get to do that, and so it's nice to have a platform to be able to do that on sometimes, and just really be real about things, and actually be able to speak freely. But what an amazing week it really has been. I'm talking about last week because of course we honored TiVo, but then we also had a great. It just seemed like the community seemed to really come together for some reason, but I don't know. There was a lot of information that was put out, and one thing you learn about being in any type of community is that people have differences, and people have differences of opinions. But as long as you can get together and have the passion and the love, and you do it in a way that you bring honor to yourself and bring integrity to yourself of who you are, then you can never go wrong. Collect what you love, collect what you want, and you'll always be true to yourself. Don't hop on that bandwagon. But if you are a bandwagon guy, there's nothing wrong with that. Be truthful for yourself. And that's okay, and that's a different type of collecting. But anyways, let me get off my soapbox once again. I just want to say, Laura, beautiful, beautiful as always, and thank you for gracing us with your presence. And that's a clip. This is a clip episode, so when you need to clip that portion of Laura for any future clips that we're gonna have to do, Lando.
Oh, I mean. Marty, before you sign us off, some people might be wondering exactly what it is we're even referring to with that.
Yeah.
Now, we do have some of that on file. Hold up.
And
she'll be here in spirit, though. You know why?
Come to me. I've been waiting.
Oh, my God. We're clipping that.
No, we're not. That was the OG. That's what started this. Yeah.
That was my boy. That was our boy, Tim, right there. And that's where it comes from.
Yeah, man.
So let's sign us off with may the comic gods and the spirit of our friend TiVo continue to bless your long boxes and fill them with love. Excelsior.
Excelsior. All right, guys. I'm gonna do our regular TiVo clip at the very end, but in the meantime, here is our brand new member to the show, DJ Skill Spins. He has so many good songs, so many good mixes, and I think TiVo would have loved him. So give him some love too. Go over to Instagram, follow him on YouTube. We will see you guys on Thursday with Lando. Thank you for everybody in the chat that's subbing him. He deserves it, so do it. And yeah, have a good night, guys.
Peace.
That one.
Listen to my gear shift. I'm blasting, outlasting, kind of like Shaft, so you can say I'm shafting. Oh, English filled my mind, and I came up with a funky rhyme. I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Break down. Break down. Break down. Break down.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.